I don't want to be hearing my team saying, go, 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 we're all in.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just me.
No, I don't think you ever want to hear
whereas
that.
KT have this composition where you have these backline carries, you have two champions that I kind of deem as anti-melee champions. So we'll see if BNK FEARX can navigate something in and punish KT for this aggressive move in the level 1.
BDD is going to be able to slow down Daystar, even sidesteps the 5-point strike, which is kind of important. As this is a pretty impatient Sentinel. Kellen's going in as he gets lit on fire. There's that flash you were talking about. And first blood goes to BDD. The win becomes lightning, such high value, as it does so much damage to all of KT. But still, they will be able to get their prize. Goes into the Shroud and pops back up again. Flash still up here for BDD. So Daystar knows that he just has to get out. It's going to be first Dragon going over to KT. Next one going to be a Hextech Drake. I hope you're paying attention. They're
doing my best.
So far, it's doing what it has to do.
Yeah.
It may need to do more than that, though, as Daystar's going in. Kellen coming on over as well. The 5-point strike just looked a little bit sad. As Kellen, that one looked a bit sadder. He flashes for it, and Sobro is just coming, looking for the kill. The goalie wall blocks BDD, and he gets cut down with the perfect execution. And you can see BDD in the player cam there, not really happy about how that one went at all. Great answering pickup there for BNK FEARX.
BDD felt like he'd calculated every single variable in that situation. He's like, all the CC down, time for me to Realm Warp out. And the goalie wall comes in clutch.
They're teleporting in, though. They do not want to give away these grubs. Diablo's making his way over. Kellen doesn't get the Zenith Blade to get in. As Doctom, he's cleansing, but the killer instinct from Diablo will be able to shut down the Ashe, and now BDD comes through, but just the dregs of a fight, and Kellen, he's able to walk it off. He gets himself out.
Will they find him? I guess not.
Nope, he's out of there.
Sneaks away. Some good picks coming through for BNK FEARX.
BNK managed to collect. They do have vision on this, but it is not going to be something that they're going to contest. So that will be 2 objectives going over to KT in the early stages of the game is being taken just to make sure we know what this is going to be. As there's a Shuriken backflip. Daystar gets out of the way. Some plates being taken down for BDD as we get in. And there is the Dragon secured. It's a mount. You're off the hook.
Okay.
Beautifully done.
I was leaning forwards.
Flashing.
I was sitting forwards at that moment.
Yeah, they need some extra information, though. As BDD moves up, Daystar is here. And they just look to interrupt Kellen. Okay, they're just going to slam him into the wall. Peter does find the angle. The aftershocks go down, and now Daystar should be able to help get rid of this Poppy. He goes in, sees that the Poppy is dead, and then ults his way out again. A 1-for-1 trade. Feels like he does have a slight tempo advantage on the map right now. Is Peter going to walk over towards Kellen? They find one another. As Diablo hit by the volley, and the arrow going to connect as well. An instant cleanse. They do manage to get that cooldown. And Peter able to heroically charge his way out as now Cuz getting aggressive himself. That's a great pillar as BDD gets in there. Daystar doesn't get the Shuriken backflip, and out they go. Kellen will be secured. And KT, just a swift teardown of the Leona. Yeah. Still looking very rough for Perfect at the same time. We're seeing a few more blue numbers coming on through, though, as now Kellen getting pushed towards his former teammate. Another great pillar to come in as Kellen, he just come out of the death chamber, guys.
This is such a hard game to play Leona because you're in a situation where anytime you step up, there's pillars, there's Ashe slows, there's CC from Poppy and Rise. And I mean, I guess Jax if he's ever there. But it's so hard to escape.
Goalie wall as he gets the ward down. Stuns things up as now Raptor is making his way in. And the Maiden going aggressive. Diablo moves down and Sobro is not going to die. It is going to be the Rift Herald secured on the other side of the map for KT. But it is going to be first turret. Oh no, it's not first turret actually, so we won't get feats of strength just yet. KT had already taken down the turret on the top side. I tell a lie.
Get in there, it's 5,000 HP. Cuz is trying to charge in.
And the Pillar Man can actually get a bunch done here with the fact that it is the Mountain Rift. Whole bunch of extra terrain is there as it is Raptor securing the Dragon. And now Cuz could be in a bit of trouble. He subjugates though and stays alive for a long time. Doctom trying to get that damage down. It's Perfect. He needs to be with Doctom. He does find the kill, but it's only onto the Leona still. Perfect's in there with full health. And Daystar getting some work done on the back end of the fight. BDD still alive, but it's actually BNK FEARX that win the fight and get the Dragon, and Sobro is in a side lane.
They didn't TP the Yorick in. They know what they're doing. Harley pick. Herald's going to come down mid.
Yep, should be a turret. as BNK not going to be able to take, not going to be able to defend that one. Speaking of not defending stuff, Sobro is just able to push this wave in and there's no one there to catch it.
Oh, they're actually all going down here.
Yep, Goalie Wall comes in. He's just going to Realm Warp his way out of it. Cuz comes through one more time, has a very spooky pillar, and Sobro is just going to get destroyed. Nothing they can do about that one as Raptor is going to get hit with an arrow. It looked like he didn't even really notice as he goes back in. Doctom is executed in an instant, and they'll take the outer turret at the same time.
A lot of Jax, and they kind of just decimate Doctom in a moment.
Yeah, there's nothing he could really do. KT are now going to be able to find this outer turret on the bottom side. That's going to even out the turrets here momentarily. Sobro is just going to make that an impossible choice. As this inner turret goes down, my god, he does so much damage.
Yeah, he just smashes that. And now able to move over towards the Dragon.
Yeah.
Likely to join this fight if they need him.
OPLoLReplay going to connect onto the Poppy. There's the Void Seeker as well. Good steadfast presence denies the entrance there from Kellen as the arrow is going to connect onto the Yorick. BDD able to now just machine gun the spells on top of him, and he does finally manage to lock that one down. Now Raptor, we're getting so much value out of the ulti. He goes back in. The killer instinct from Diablo is exactly that, and he is going to get pillared and taken down. KT finally getting themselves a decent team fight. Daystar surviving. But the main thing is, KT will be able to deny this Dragon.
Honestly, BNK FEARX, lucky they didn't get aced in that situation. Daystar and Kellen so low HP to get away from that one, and KT were hunting for more, but they started up.
I mean, there was a minion wave. The minion wave told them exactly what was going on.
That doesn't help either.
Yeah, Cuz coming on over. And the Otacon is down to 50% health. Cuz is nowhere near, but they go for the turn. They look for Perfect, who will just get chomped down and destroyed. BDD now trying to find his way in here as Daystar is chasing after him, but he is keeping BDD out of the fight for the moment. The Maiden is going to be taken down and the Otacon resets. 37 seconds on Perfect. They've still got some time with the man advantage here on BNK's side, but instead they look for the pillars. Raptor is going to use his ult so effectively, but it's ultimately not enough, as Cuz is just chomping them all out. The flash forward, and he kills Diablo for a triple. Still, it's only Doctom left alive, and these solo laners are going to try and kill Otacon as Daystar is almost dead. Okay, Doctom.
Maybe they don't go
walking back to mid lane, and yeah, they don't go back to Otacon.
To the mid lane. What other choice is there at this point?
That's how it's going to go. The Jax has got the memo where side lanes exist. Sobro needs to figure that out himself. That's all right. The Mountain has come on in as, oh dear. Kellen probably didn't want to land that. As, yeah, he's going to go down very, very low. Hasn't died just yet, but BDD will find it. The Dragon was started here as the world's smallest Realm Warp is going to deliver KT right on top, and Doctom took it. I have no idea why. Still, Sobro getting amongst it. The Goalie Wall is so strong. BDD goes golden, but it means he doesn't have the damage. And now Daystar is put in the Rune Prison. He goes golden himself, but he's buying time for his teammates to come over. And Peter is going to get taken out. BDD is throwing cues towards Cuz, but they're not going to be hitting onto BNK, so they'll get Soul Point. And this game has devolved.
Look, sometimes if a strange blue man asks if you want to take a ride with him.
It's certainly been many a team's demise. And KT, we know they can get in there at a moment's notice. Hopefully Doctom is not going to take the Realm Warp as they just get rid of them. Cuz comes on over and just says, thank you very much. Peter with a glorious keeper's verdict. And the verdict is in. BNK FEARX, you are staying here for an extra game. It's either 11-0 or 0-11.
But the farm's always low no matter what.
That's no matter what. It's all right, Raptor looking for an angle, doesn't find it at all as he flashes in. I don't know about that one, but he does get the ult down and keeps himself alive. And there's the keeper's verdict again from Peter. He has decided that he is not losing this game. And another gorgeous pillar from Cuz. This guy's Trundle is so good. Diablo keeping himself alive for a long time. Honestly, his Kaiser has been fantastic, but he's just not the main story. And the Ignite isn't enough to kill Daystar, but it is enough to give KT a Baron, most likely.
We'll be able to move towards that. It's 48 seconds till the Dragon, though, which is sold for BNK FEARX. They should be able to shred this down quickly, reset, get over there. BNK FEARX. The only problem is they don't have TP and Sobro, and he spawns about when the Dragon does.
Yeah, so
it's gonna
they
make it
should
hard.
be able to get over there. They're going to go for an instant reset, 30 seconds to get back towards that Dragon Pit. Yeah, he was actually still right next to them, so it was totally fine. Soul point for both teams, ladies and gentlemen. of the teams will kill the dragon. The soul is not going to mean the end of the game, though. We're going to have to wait. As Diablo broke.
That's not good.
Did he? No, he didn't break it. That was Azonia's, as he's got almost...
Push. And Subro is just trying to help play these waves, and they're struggling. And remember, Peter has ult, so if he knocks some people away, they can just take structures.
Yeah, and they didn't even need it. As maybe it's not my storyline that I was looking for. I honestly did just want as much League of Legends as possible.
Because there's even body blocking.
Yeah, as there's the flash in from Kellen. BDD just says no. And so does Peter. Oh, Diablo is just left with his pants down, ladies and gentlemen. The turret is going to be taken out. Daystar, he's in his shroud, but unfortunately there is no good place to go as the Realm Warp brings KT, and Dr. Army takes it this time, and this time doesn't instantly die. That is character development, ladies and gentlemen, and that is us getting delivered to a game number 3, a 6th gamer. Here on this Sunday, there is no cringe to be found. Daystar goes gold, and he looks a little bit flashy, but he still loses the game.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.